got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd. Smoking Joe Frazier. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. There's a scoring blow. Stamina is off the charts. Their trilogy will live forever in boxing lore, but can they add another epic chapter to their story here in this one?
So Ali has proved why he is the man. Ali has proved he's gone in there and beat the man that beat him. Now the two gods are fighting each other. This is that fight. Ali knows exactly what he's going to do, and he knows it's not a pushover. Because Joe Frazier has no respect for him whatsoever.
Well done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But
Oh, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Who would have thought? Big shot, and down goes Ali. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Let's see how they... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
what a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Are we about to see the end of an era? Are we about to see Joe Frazier get knocked out? What's keeping Joe Frazier on his feet?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. It's been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He parries that left jab away. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't lose.
On to the third. careful for that receipt. Whoa, wait a minute. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go. Hold that thought. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That did never happen.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Swing and a miss with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. Back at it in round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest. The uppercut will probably come in handy.
Swarmer, good swarmer, will get inside your head like a bee just picks up and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That hook misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect counter on. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. All 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. On to the 5th we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Carl, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
To score with the uppercut. Swing and a miss with the hook. Swing and a miss with the left hook. Who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Done that before. Use your reach, use your speed. Frustrate the opponent. Make them make a mistake.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Careful not to punch himself out. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Oh, no! Ali is down! Let's talk about Ali in that last round. What a huge... There's the bell for round 6. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Just missed with that hook. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That jab misses. Incredible work rate. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Needs to put some combination work together. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That hook won't score. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? That was the moment.
Being dazed now needs to steady.
Despite what, hold that thought. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Seemed like an eternity for them. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons. And that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your words and think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.